BricsCAD is computer-aided design software for people who build things. It's the best choice for drafters, designers, architects, and engineers. It's highly compatible with everything you already know. It's based on industry standard DWG for both 2D drafting and 3D modeling. BricsCAD leverages the power of artificial intelligence to help you work faster and more accurately. Hundreds of third-party applications run on BricsCAD to power your workflows. BricsCAD is a design platform that runs as one product, end-to-end. BricsCAD BIM is a unique CAD-accurate building information modeling system that keeps design first. BricsCAD Mechanical brings a familiar workflow to mechanical assembly design, and it works with BricsCAD BIM to enable the design and documentation of manufactured building products. No other CAD vendor can deliver on this promise. BricsCAD is cost-effective. A BricsCAD perpetual license is half the price of a yearly subscription to that other CAD program. Try BricsCAD today.
Hello. Okay, so good afternoon, guys. So let's check first. Okay, so by the way, guys, good afternoon. I'm your instructor for this learning series, BricsCAD. So for those na hindi pa nakilala sa akin, yung hindi naka-attend last live natin, so I'm Brian Terambolo. So I'm the application engineer of CADinCloud. So I will be the one who will going to teach you or guide you to this transition of AutoCAD to BricsCAD or other CAD softwares to BricsCAD. Okay. So yan. So before we start, okay, our topic today, make sure to share yung live natin. Then like the Facebook page on nakalagay naman dun sa sa live natin. So kindly go to that pages and like, then yun nga, share para maraming maabot nung learning session natin. Remember, so just stay tuned to this learning series or BricsCAD series, and you are going to have a free learning or course regarding CAD, not only BricsCAD, but this will affect all of the CAD softwares that is present now in the industry. But we are promoting for you to use the BricsCAD, and you are going to know bakit BricsCAD yung magandang gamitin ngayon, and why this software is very kung sa pa is revolutionary ba. So it will be feature a big and great competitor in this CAD industry. Okay, so yan. So make sure to share, guys. Okay, so later we will going to have Sir Jan. Okay, but for now, so we will going to proceed in our learning series, and for today's topic, so we will going to tackle modifying tools or editing tools in BricsCAD. So although yung previous na live natin is all about shape, that is on 3D na, naka 3D tayo doon. So medyo exciting na yung part na yun. But um, we figure out that it is much better for you to establish talaga yung essential nung CAD learning nyo sa BricsCAD before going to the advanced topics that includes 3D modeling in shape or 3D modeling in BricsCAD and the BIM modeling or topics. So before tayo mag-proceed doon, so we need to transition first. We need to solidify our knowledge first in 2D or in the main platform of BricsCAD, which is the drafting platform of BricsCAD. So yun muna yung i-establish natin. And by the way, this is a step-by-step learning series. As long as you're following this series, so it is just like you are enrolling in a training center, just like alam niyo na the blue and yellow training center and the other training center, so X structures and so on. So, just follow. We're going to do it step by step. And wag niyong malitin yung mga essentials or yung mga basic topics ni BricsCAD because these basic topics will going to guide you or it will going to um, make you learn the more advanced topics of this BricsCAD series. Okay? So, and then don't be afraid to interrupt. So, yan. So you can ask questions later. Yan. So hopefully guys, dito muna tayo. So tama na muna yung yung kapanood nung yung MPLI Mobile Legends Invitational. Okay. So dito marami kang matutunan. So pwede mo namang i-review later yung MPLI na yan. Okay. So yan. So by the way, to start with, so I will going to show or share my slide or my PowerPoint presentation. It will going to be we will going to interact to the PowerPoint presentation, then to the BricsCAD. We will going to apply that on the BricsCAD. Okay? Gaya ng sabi ko, yung ating topic ngayon is editing commands or the modifying tools. Yung very basic na modifying tools ni BricsCAD. Okay? Then, kung gumagamit ka ng AutoCAD dati, so dito mo ma-realize na okay pala mag-switch from AutoCAD to BricsCAD for the reason na it's almost the same, the capability of AutoCAD and other CAD softwares. Magagawa mo yan dun sa BricsCAD. Then, ang maganda pa dun is mas magaan siya. It is much lighter to use BricsCAD compared to other CAD software. Okay? Then, malalaman nyo rin yan mamaya. I was going to explain something na it will make you prioritize using BricsCAD compared to other CAD softwares. Okay? So, let me share. Okay, mag-share screen lang ako, guys. Okay. Okay, so hopefully nakikita niyo yung screen ko. Okay, so we will going to start our learning series here in BricsCAD. Okay, so we have here our BricsCAD editing. Okay? So, huwag niyong malitin to guys. Although, bumalik tayo sa 2D. So, much better na unahin muna natin to before we go at the advanced topics. Okay? So yan. So editing. But before that, okay, so this live learning series is brought to you by BricsCAD. Okay, so review ulit natin kung ano yung BricsCAD at ano yung BricsCAD. Okay, so BricsCAD. Okay, so sorry. So I forgot to delete this one. Okay, so BricsCAD. Okay, so BricsCAD is a global provider for engineering design software brought to market under the BricsCAD brand. Okay, so we are relentlessly committed to the success of our customers. So we are focused daily on delivering a modern, powerful .bwg-based CAD software platform. BricsCAD offers its software at a compelling price with industry-leading product support. The cost to customers in the general design, AEC, and mechanical industries. Incorporated in 2002, BricsCAD is a founding member of the Open Design Alliance and a proud member of the Hexagon PPM family. For additional information about BricsCAD and our products, so visit www.bricks.com. Sumobrabing W ko dun. Okay. So, what is BricsCAD? Okay, again, guys, so we need to read the definition, yung BricsCAD. Kasi you need to know the software that you're using. Okay, so BricsCAD is a game changer in the .dw-based computer-aided design space. It delivers modern and innovative 2D, 3D. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling and Mechanical Design Workflows, all in one easy-to-own product. BricsCAD runs in Windows, Mac OS, and Linux with cost-effective perpetual license. Okay, or you can rent a BricsCAD if that makes sense for your business. BricsCAD, BricsCAD's command structure and familiar user interface make it easy to move to BricsCAD from the industry-leading CAD product. You can migrate seamlessly and reuse your existing customization. Any BricsCAD license can be used anywhere on Earth. Okay, di ko lang, pwede sa Mars. In your choice of 15 languages. Okay? So we also offer volume and network licensing for our corporate customers. Okay, BricsCAD is also a development platform for advanced vertical market application and workflows. Its highly compatible APIs let application developers port their products to the BricsCAD platform in record time. Thousands of developers have built their application on BricsCAD, giving their customers a real choice in CAD platform. To find out more about our innovative CAD solution, visit us at www.bricscad.com/bricscad. Okay? So, yan. So, huwag na tayo magpaligay-ligay pa. So, our topic, okay, for today is all about modifying commands. Okay? Okay, so modifying commands. So, I did not put a definition here in the modifying commands. Okay? Actually, this is the first part. We have more advanced modifying commands coming from the next or in the incoming live na meron tayo. Okay, so from the name itself, modifying, so it simply means changing something or editing something. So just like in AutoCAD, so we were going to establish that on BricsCAD, and you were going to find out now it's almost the same. It's almost the same, pero in a lower cost and in a very, in a very uh, what do you call this one, yung parang magaan yung ano ba, yung paggamit mo, okay? Yung transition mo sa project mo or yung workflow mo sa project mo, so magaan siya, okay, compared to other CAD softwares. Okay. So I have here modifying commands. It's starting from offset, the very famous offset. Okay? So, punta muna ako dito sa BricsCAD ko. So, this is my BricsCAD. So, I have here a templates that we will going to follow as we go along our discussion. Okay? So, yan. So, medyo mahaba-haba ito, guys. Kaya, kung nagpa-follow kayo nito, so, it will going to, if nagpa-follow kayo ng live natin, so it will going to refresh your knowledge, or kung first time mo sa CAD softwares, first time mo mag-learn ng CAD softwares, I will going to teach you step by step on how to how to initiate those editing commands that is present in AutoCAD. So we will going to apply that on BricsCAD. And if you're an AutoCAD user, it's a very, very smooth transition because it's almost the same. Okay? Meron pa rin naman silang pinagkaiba. Okay? Pero in majority, so it's almost the same. Okay? So yan. So bumalik muna tayo dito kasi we cannot do the advanced modeling on BricsCAD without learning this editing commands, which is very essential to learning of BricsCAD. Okay? So yan. So medyo napalikulan tayo last time, okay, na nag-3D tayo diretso, but consider that as a trailer na lang. Yung parang teaser na lang ba? Okay, so yun. So ngayon guys, to start with, okay, so I have a definition here also, but we will going to use this template as our guide. So let's go back to my presentation. Okay, so offset. Okay, so my definition here of offset is creates concentric circles, parallel lines, and parallel curves. So yan. So English, never mind. Okay, the shortcut of offset, guys, just like in your AutoCAD. So we have O for offset in BricsCAD. Okay, so the process is very simple. So you have here the source object. Let's say letter A for the source object. Then you have here the output. Okay, so I have here the complete process on how it will be done on BricsCAD. So then you will simply command O for offset. Then it will going to require, okay, an offset distance. So I have here 10. Then after that, you are going to select the object to be offsetted. Then, tama ba yung curve ko? Okay. Yung i-offset na object, okay, select mo yon. Then after that, you are going to click for the side kung saan mo gusto i-duplicate yung object or saan mo gusto i-offset yung object. Okay? So this is a very simple command, so wag na nating patagalin. Okay. So, let me go back to this my template. Okay. So, yung distance natin is 10. So, you can call that as offset distance. Okay? So, now we're going to type letter O on the command line. Then, so enter. Okay, then dito sa command line natin, okay, meron tayong options, but for now, so just enter the offset distance. Okay, then we will going to type 10. Okay, for the offset distance. Okay, enter. And so pressing enter is simply accepting kung ano man yung nilagay mo dun sa command line. Okay, enter natin. Okay, then you need to, if you are new in BricsCAD or in CAD softwares, kailangan mong basahin yung nakalagay dun sa command prompt or command line. Kasi tinawag nga itong command prompt or command line because it gives you instruction, it gives you commands kung ano yung gagawin mo. Okay? So yan, sa enter offset distance, so 10, so in-enter na natin yan. Ngayon, sinasabihan ka ng command line. So the command line is telling you, select down ng entity, okay, ng object ni offset mo. So I will going to click this object. Okay, then after that, read the command line, select side for parallel copy. Okay, so it's either offset to the right side or offset to the left side. It depends on you. So click ko sa right side. So after that, so active pa rin yung command natin dito sa command line. So you can offset again or simply press enter to terminate, okay, the process or the command. Enter. So there you go. So ganun lang ka-simple yung offset natin. Okay? So let's try another one, guys. Okay? So mag-command ako ng over offset. Enter ko. Tapos, meron akong value dito na 20. Gusto mong palitan yan. Kung gusto mo gawin tong 15, so you can type 15. Then after that, press enter. Then after that, select entity, select this object, then click to the side kung saan mo siya gustong i-offset. Okay? Click. There you go. Then enter to terminate. Okay? So, yun lang yung default process natin sa offset. Okay, so next, we have here offset with true point. Okay, so diretso na lang ako dito. Although here on my presentation, it's almost the same. So I have here the process kung anong gagawin natin. So para bumilis yung ating transition. So doon na lang ako diretso. Okay, on this template. Okay? So by the way, kung ayaw mo gumamit ng commands or aliases. So, okay lang naman, guys. Okay, dito, kung mapapansin mo sa ribbons natin, meron tayo ditong modify panel. So, this is our ribbon tab, home ribbon tab. Okay, then, ito yung panel natin for modify or modification. So, makikita mo dito si offset, yan, then the other editing commands. So, pwede mo itong gamitin dito sa task kung ayaw mo gumamit ng mga shortcuts or aliases. Okay? But in CAD software, it's much better talaga na gumamit ka ng aliases para bumilis, okay, yung ano natin. Okay, yung paggawa ng project. Okay, so medyo marami-rami pa tayong tatapusin, guys. So, bibilisan ko na to. Okay, so for the offset, okay, we have here with true point. Okay, magta-type ulit ako ng over offset. Okay, makikita mo dito sa command line, kung naka-install kayo ng BricsCAD, guys, so pwede kayong sumabay. You can use any objects or create any elements muna na pwede mong gamitin pang offset. Okay? But just like in your AutoCAD, okay, the same here in BricsCAD. Pag nag-command ka ng over offset, meron pa tayong sub-options na makikita, okay, under that command. Okay? Then, you can click that sub-options or you can simply type the highlighted na letter, okay, for that options. For example, for true point, naka-highlight yung T, then for erase, you have E, then L for layer. Okay? So, I will going to type letter T for true point. Okay? So, enter ko. So, saselect na ako ng entity. And mapapansin mo sa true point, guys, and ito yung ginagawa ng true point. Okay? So, you have the freedom to estimate yung offset distance ng ating object. Okay? So, yan. So, for example, click ko sa labas. There you go. So, I can click again the entity. So, click ko. Yan. So, that is offset using true point. Okay, option. Okay, but always remember, guys, if you are about to offset a spline, just like this one, there's a possibility na yung magiging product ng pag-offset mo is exploded siya. Yan, no? Okay, so that is for true point. Okay, proceed tayo. So far, I think you are learning naman. This is a very simple discussion, very smooth discussion, flow ng discussion natin. So, for those na nakikinig, so you are receiving a free lecture, okay, CAD discussion lecture, okay, from your instructor here, okay. So I have almost 5 years, more than 5 years experience in teaching CAD softwares, guys. So I can confidently say that I can lead you, or I can let you learn CAD softwares, BricsCAD to be specific, in a very smooth way. Okay? So proceed tayo. We have here offset array source. Yes. So the same pa rin. So O for offset. Then after that, I will going to type E for erase option. Ayan, no? Makikita nyo sa baba. Okay, enter ko. So currently, yung settings natin is naka-no. So pag naka-no yan, pag nag-offset tayo, ibig sabihin yung source object mo retain. Pag gagawin natin tong yes, so that is Y for yes. Okay, then after that, we will going to use an offset distance. So mag-type tayo, let's say 15. Okay, for the offset distance, enter ko. Then after that, select ko yung entity, yung source object. Then observe what will happen to the source object, yung object sa left side. Pagkatapos ko maklik sa right side. Okay, so click ko. So the source object will be deleted. So that will be, what all this one? So erase option, yes, okay. The other one, okay, so we have here offset specifying 2 points. So ito guys, yung method na to sa offset, minsan lang to maituro, okay, sa isang CAD training or CAD lecture. So minsan na-neglect or hindi to napapansin yung option na to sa offset, which is very important. Okay? Yung pagkuha ng offset distance, kung let's say given ka lang ng existing object, so hindi ka binigyan ng dimension or given a given dimension. So anong gagawin mo to get an offset distance? Okay? So try natin to. So mag-offer offset ako. And after that, hindi ako mag-enter ng distance. Then hindi rin ako pipili ng true point or any option dito. Okay, so I will simply nung nagtanong na si BricsCAD or yung command prompt na enter offset distance, yung gagawin ko lang is mag-click ako ng first point dito. And for example, dito. Then second point dito. Okay? Or first point dito, second point dito. Yan. So, yung ma-measure, okay, ni BricsCAD or ng 2 points ko, yun yung magiging offset distance ko. Okay? So, click ko lang. Then after that, okay, so I will going to click, okay, for the first, for the object. Okay, then I will going to click. Okay, wait lang. Okay, let's go back. Medyo maingay yung aso sa labas. Okay, so by the way yun. So click on the side. Okay, that you will going to offset the object. Okay, but okay, hindi natin nabago yung option kanina na erase source object. So, babalik muna natin yon. That is E for erase, then N for no. Okay, so ulitin natin. So, mag-click yung first point. Then, click ka for the second point. Okay, then click yung source object natin, then yung second object. Okay, enter ko lang to terminate. Okay, so apology, medyo maingay yung aso. Okay, so the next option under the offset command, guys, hindi natin to masyadong ma-appreciate ngayon. For the reason hindi pa tayo nakabot sa discussion ng layer. Okay, so for now, I will going to skip lang muna ito. Okay, so I will going to, we will going to go back here. Okay, pagkatapos natin ma-discuss yung layer discussion natin. Okay? Then so far, that's all for our offset. Okay, command. Okay, so if you have question later, Okay, so you can ask me. Meron pa palang isa dito, but this is a very common thing to do, no? Yung pag-offset ng multiple times. Okay, so offer offset. Okay, then we have here offset distance 10, for example. Then click for the source object. Yan, pagka-click mo na source object, meron tayong options sa baba na both sides and multiple. So we can choose Chamfer Multiple. Okay, then simply click and click on the side kung saan mo gusto i-offset yung object. Okay? So yan. So simply click and click. Then meron ako dito nasama, isang option hindi nasama, but we can try that. Okay, so last option under the offset command. Okay, so accept. Then I will going to click the source object. Okay, let's try the both sides. Okay, so yan. So from the name itself, both sides, we're going to offset both sides. Okay yung object mo. Okay? Okay, so far, ganun lang ka-simple yung ating offset command, guys. Okay? Then, we will going to proceed here, okay, on our next command under modifying tools. We have here, paano nyo to basahin? Paano nyo i-pronounce? Okay, so this is not fillet, guys. No? So yung fillet is sa pagkain yun. Okay, so here in CAD, so we are binibigkas natin to as fillet. Okay, this is fillet. Okay, so by the way, what is fillet? Okay, fillet are simply a command that rounds or fillet the edges of two 2D objects or adjacent faces of the 3D solids. Okay, so yan. Don't worry guys, mamaya magkakaroon tayo ng sample object na gagawin out of editing tools na meron tayo dito. So, if you find it boring, so medyo tiisin nyo lang ng konti. Just look for the positive side. You are learning. Okay, this is a kind of live that you are learning CAD for free. Diba? Okay. So by the way, so we have here situations under the fillet command. Okay, so we all know that fillet command requires a radius. Okay, so what will happen to the output or to the object if we have these conditions? Okay, so we have here a radius 0 for the fillet, and we have radius 5 or more. So yung may value na fillet, and the other options here. Okay, so huwag na tayo kung diretso tayo dito sa exercise natin. Okay, so that is for fillet. Okay, for our alias. Okay, accept. Okay, then after that, okay, so make sure to set muna yung radius ng fillet natin before going, okay, or before applying that to our object. Okay, so we have here naka-highlight ng mga sub-options. So for the radius, simply type R for radius. Okay, type ka lang ng R for radius. Then after that, so magtatanong na si BricsCAD. Okay, so currently we have a 0 na radius in our settings. So, pwede mo itong i-enter na lang to accept the 0. Pero kung nagdududa ka pa sa BricsCAD, so you can type 0 again. Okay, kung gusto mo. So, accept mo lang. Okay, then after that, okay, ganyan sabi ko, if you are baguhan pa sa BricsCAD or any CAD softwares, always read the command line. Later mo na tanggalin yung command line ng CAD software ng BricsCAD. Later mo na itago yan kung gamay mo na talaga yung paggamit ng software, memorize mo na lahat ng flow ng commands na ina-apply mo dito sa BricsCAD. Okay? So yan. So, select first entity daw. Yun yung sinasabi ng fillet dito. So, ang gagawin mo is select yun ng first object. Okay? And remember, dito sa BricsCAD, kung ano yung side na isa-select mo. For example, yung nasa left side. So, yan yung side na i-retain mo. Yan yung side na matitira mamaya. Okay? So, click mo yung first entity. Then after that, i-click mo yung second entity. So, what will happen? Okay? O, tingnan nyo guys. So, in Fillet command, if your radius is 0, so yung mangyayari guys is walang malalagay na round corner. Okay? Walang malalagay na arc dyan. Pero, yung mangyayari is malilinis yung corner natin. So, that's why fillet command is minsan ginagamit pang linis ng mga mga excess na mga lines on our projects. So, that is fillet radius 0 to make it simple. Okay? So, ito kanina, this is intersecting objects. So, what if ganito naman? Yan. So, ano mangyari pag naka-radius 0 tayo dito? Okay? Pag kinapos yung mga objects natin. Okay? So, F for fillet. So, radius 0 pa rin tayo. So, no need to change the radius for now. So, kiklik ko yung first object. Then, kiklik ko yung second object. Okay? So, escape ko lang to clear my command line. So, ganyan yung mangyayari, guys. Yung mangyayari, as long as yung dalawang object na yun is meron siyang time na mag-intersect silang dalawa or magtatagbo silang dalawa. So, if your radius is 0, so that will happen. Okay? So, mabuti pa yung object, di ba? So, nagkatagpo. Kayo ng crush mo, wala talaga. Di ba? Okay. So, yan. So, as long as there's a time na mag-intersect yung dalawa, if your radius on fillet is 0, so magko-connect kayong dalawa or magko-connect yung dalawang line. Okay? So, that is with the condition radius 0 for fillet. Okay? So, next. Parang hindi na rin nagamit yung PowerPoint. Okay, so by the way, so let's go directly. Let's maximize our 2 hours learning session here in BricsCAD free learning session. Okay, so next, fillet radius 5. So what will happen if your radius has a value just like this one, merong 5? Okay, nawawala yung sa online. Okay, so yan, for example. Okay, so that is F for fillet, then R for radius, then we will going to put 5. Enter. Okay, di ba guys? Parang AutoCAD na AutoCAD yung ginagawa mo. Tapos, para siyang AutoCAD na napakagaan. Na hindi kailangan ng napaka high-end na PC system yung kailangan mong gamitin. Okay? So, yan, sobrang gaan ng BricsCAD, guys. Then, still, this is .dwg. So, you can really replace AutoCAD using BricsCAD. Di ba? Okay, so by the way, proceed tayo dun sa discussion natin. So, what will happen if you have a radius 5 on the fillet command? So, you will going to select first this object, then select the second object. Okay, so yan yung mangyayari. So, magkakaroon siya ng arc. Di ba? So, magkakaroon siya ng arc with a radius of 5. So, that will happen kung naka-intersect yung object. So, what will happen kung hindi naman naka-intersect yung object? Just like this one. So, that is F for fillet. Okay, naka-radius 5 na tayo. So, no need for you to change the radius. Unless wala kang tiwala sa CAD mo, so, nag-enter ka pa rin ng radius, ng value sa radius. Di ba? So, by the way, click the first object, click the second object, then, boom. So, you have that. It's very simple. So, fillet command is very simple, guys. Okay? So, so dun sa mga bago pa sa CAD or still learning CAD. So, it is your chance to learn CAD software, learn BricsCAD in free. Di ba? Just always, tune in on our learning series and make sure to share make sure to share this live. And this live also, guys, is will be viewed also on the YouTube channel of BricsCAD or CADinCloud. So you can check, pwede mong i-check doon or pwede mong i-review sa YouTube channel nila. Okay? Or sa YouTube. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. So, meron naman tayong mode dito sa Fillet. We have here no trim. So, what will happen if our mode is no trim? Okay, kanina naka-trim to. Yung default na mode ni Fillet is naka-trim. So, that's why. So, after natin malinis. So, after natin maglagay ng mga art, so nalilinis din yung yung corner. So, what will happen if our mode is no trim? Okay, so Fillet. Okay, then radius 5 na tayo. Yes, radius 5 na tayo. So we have your option, letter T for trim. Yan, type ka ng letter T for trim. Then, i-switch natin sa no trim. So that is letter N. Okay, for the sub option. Okay, no trim. Okay, then after that, so let's see what will happen. Okay, so select mo yung first object. Then, isa-select mo yung second object. So yan yung mangyayari, guys, pag no trim. So maglalagay siya ng arc with a radius of 5, pero yung part na to nandiyan pa rin. So, yan, it depends on the situation kung saan mo gagamitin yung no trim na mode. But kadalasan is naka-trim mode talaga siya kasi Fillet is widely used for cleaning those corners. Okay? Of our project or of our elements in BricsCAD. Okay? So, dito naman, Fillet. So, select natin to. Select natin to. Okay? So, that will happen. So, it will going to put an arc. Okay? Pero, hindi niya lilinisin. Okay? Para malinis mo yan, kung gusto mong linisin to manually, so dyan papasok yung next command natin mamaya. Okay? Okay, mahaba-haba pa tayo, guys. Okay, next we have here Fillet Multiple. Okay? So, multiple corners yung ipe-fillet natin. Okay, change natin yung radius into 1. Okay, para hindi siya masyadong malaki. Okay, so F for fillet. So, that is R for radius. Let's change this one to 1. Then after that, ibalik natin yung trim option. So, that is letter T for trim and letter T for trim option. Then after that, okay, we have here another option ng multiple. So simply type letter M for multiple, enter. Then after that, click this object. Then click this object. So yan. So first object, second object. Then active pa yung command natin. Okay, so you can click another object, then click another object. Okay, so there you go. So, yan. As long as active yung command natin, guys, for the trim multiple, so pwede mo itong i-click, click, 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 diretso. Yan. There you go. Okay? Then, kung lahat naman ng corner ay gusto mong i-fillet, okay? So, pwede naman dito, guys, yung gamitin yung PolyLine option under the fillet command. So, all you need to do is first set the radius of the command, okay, ng ating fillet. Then after that, you are going to use the polyline option para isang click na lang. So lahat ng corner, so mape-fillet natin. Okay? So that is F for fillet. Then nakaset na yung radius. Okay? Medyo laki natin. Medyo malaki yung, medyo maliit yung 1 kanina. So gawin natin 3. Yan. Then we have here polyline. So that is letter P for polyline. Then after that, select the polyline na gusto mong i-fillet. Okay, there you go. Wow, magic. Okay, so that's how to fillet. Okay, this polyline at once. Okay, so isang click lang. So lahat ng corners, so mape-fillet natin. Okay, or malalagyan natin ng arc with a radius of 3. Okay, or whatever radius yung gusto mo. Okay, so proceed tayo guys. Okay, for our next command. Okay, so I hope learning for those mga nakikinig sa atin, sa yung mga viewers natin. So, I hope you are learning our editing tools in BricsCAD. Okay, so remember, this is very essential when it comes in learning CAD softwares. Okay, just like BricsCAD. Okay, so copy ko lang dito. Okay, so yung next comment natin guys is kapatid ni kapatid ni Fillet. Okay, so we have here the chamfer. Okay, so kung sa Fillet kanina, yung kailangan dito is radius to put an arc. Okay, dito sa chamfer guys, kailangan natin ng distances. Okay, distance 1, distance 2, to create bevel corners. Okay, so yung shortcut natin, so it's very famous, the command for the chamfer. Okay, so that is CHA for the chamfer, guys. Yan, so bevels or chamfers the edges of two objects or adjacent faces of a 3D solid. Naka 3D. Yan. So by the way, so this is still chamfer. Okay, accept. Okay, so gaya ng sabi ko sa inyo, yung kailangan natin dito sa chamfers distances. That is distance 1 and distance 2. Okay? Kung para saan yung distance 1 and distance 2, i-explain ko dito mamaya. Okay, but for now, let's assign value. Okay, on this condition pala, naka-0 yung distance natin. What will happen if your distances on chamfer command is distance 1, 0, distance 2 is 0? So what will happen? Okay, so currently, yung settings natin is 0 na to. Yan, distance 1, kung nakakita nyo, distance 1 is 0, distance 2 is 0. So, magkiklik ako ngayon ng object. Select first entity. So, select ko to, yung first entity. Then, select ko yung second entity. Okay, what will happen? Okay, so the effect is just like your fillet radius 0. Diba? So, lilinisin niya lang yung yung corner. Okay, next dito. So, ano naman yung mangyayari dito, guys? So, dito is intersecting. Okay, yung objects natin. So, dito is yung kapos. Okay, so what will happen? So, that is CHA for chamfer. So, distance 0 pa rin tayo. So, click for the first object. Click for the second object. It's still the same. The effect is still the same. As long as there is some point of time that those two elements will coincide or will meet each other, so it will going to be connected using the chamfer with distance as 0. Okay? So yan. So proceed tayo. So what will happen if you have distances naman sa chamfer? Okay, distance 1 is 2 mm, distance 2 is 2 mm. So copy ko lang ulit to. So yan. Okay, so that is CHA for chamfer. Okay, so to change the distance, simply type on the sub options D for distance. Then after that, okay, so 2 for distance 1. Yan, tinatanong ka ni command line. Okay, so specify chamfer distance on the first distance. Okay, so 2. Then for the second distance, so you can accept another 2 pag uniform. Okay, so ngayon, select mo yung first entity, select mo yung second entity. So that will happen. So it will going to create. Okay, it will going to create a bevel corner. So ngayon, baka nagtataka kayo, para saan yung 2 at yung distance 1 sa distance 2? Saan napunta yung distance 1? Saan napunta yung distance 2? It's very simple, guys. From here, from this corner here, okay, from this corner here, papunta dito, that is for the distance 1 application. So this is 2 mm from this corner, papunta dito, that is 2 mm. So this is for the distance 2 naman, from here, from this corner, papunta dito, so you have 2 millimeter. So that's why, yan yung naging resulta, okay, nung chamfer with distances 2 for the distance 1 and 2 for the distance 2. Diba? Okay, next. Okay, dito naman tayo. Kapos ulit. So that is CHA. Okay, for chamfer. Okay, so this is for distance 1, distance 2. It's still the same effect. Okay, so yan. So that is for our chamfer. Okay, proceed tayo guys. Okay, next we have here chamfer with distance 1, 2 millimeter, distance 2 millimeter pa rin. At this time, our mode is, yung default mode kasi natin sa chamfer, just like your fillet is naka-trim siya. So meron ding option si chamfer na no trim. So I think, alam nyo na kung ano yung mangyayari dito. Okay, so that is CHA for chamfer again. Okay, then after that, we have here letter T for trim. It's almost the same option or sub-option din sa fillet. So, hindi ka talaga mahirapan. It's something na parang paulit-ulit siya. The concept is almost the same. Okay, on a different command. Okay? So, accept natin. Then, let's choose no trim. Okay, so that is no trim. Okay, so that is no trim. Okay, so let's see. So click for the first object, then click for the second object. So that will happen. Maglalagay siya ng line. Okay, pero hindi niya lilinisin yung corner. And the same here. So you have there, okay, so your output. Okay, so to make it clear guys, ito mabuti to kasi existing pa yung object natin. Hindi siya nalinis. So dito natin malalaman talaga kung para saan yung distance 1, then para saan yung distance 2. So, pag nag-measure ako dito, and makita nyo, so that is 2, okay, for distance 1, and another 2 millimeter for distance 2. Okay? So, nakita nyo na. So, alam nyo na kung para saan yung ina-enter natin na distance 1 and distance 2 for our chamfer command. Okay? So, yan. And let's proceed. With distance, with angle 45 degrees. Actually, it's almost the same yung mangyayari. But this time, let's go back to the mode na trim. So that's CHA for chamfer. So letter T for trim. So letter T. Then we have here angle. This is letter A for angle. Okay, 45. Okay. Relative to first entity, that is 45 again. So let's try. Okay, so medyo nakalimutan na natin dito yung process, ay yung ano natin, yung yan, so this is the process. So chamfer, then angle 45. Okay, so that is method. So that is A for angle. Then we have here multiple as A. Then we have here 45 degrees. Let's follow guys. Okay, actually hindi to masyadong gamit talaga. Okay, but okay, so we will going to go back here. So that is CHA for chamfer. Okay, so E for method. So we have here A for angle. Okay, then after that, A for angle. Then A for angle again. So we have here 45 for the angle. Okay, then after that, so we have here click A, click E. Actually, it's almost the same result. Okay, so let me check for a while. Encountered some trouble here. Okay, so that is E for method, then A for angle. So we have here letter A for angle. Okay, and encountering some problem. Okay, by the way, so we can go back that later, on that later. Okay, so we have here the next option, a Chamfer multiple. Okay, so just like on your Fillet multiple, so we're going to have to Chamfer multiple, just one command, and you can click multiple objects here. Okay, so that is CHA. Okay, for Chamfer, then D for distance. Okay, 2, then 2 for the second one. Okay, so we have here M for multiple. Okay, then after that, okay, so simply click. Okay, the first object, second object. Okay, so first object, second object, first object, second object, first object, second object. Okay, accept. Okay, there you go. But this is on the no trim mode. So we all know what will happen if you are using the trim mode. Okay, naka-on. Okay, let's try. No? So that is CHA for Chamfer. And after that, okay, so we have here a trim. So T for trim mode. Okay, then we have here letter T for trim mode and M for multiple. Okay, so there you go. Okay, enter. So that is for our chamfer multiple. Okay, for the next one, we have here, this is actually polyline. So, namali lang yung nakalagay dito. Okay? But let's try the last option under chamfer command, just like your fillet command. So, nakaset na yung distance. Then we have here letter P for polyline. Okay, then select mo yung object. Enter. There you go. So, supposedly this is polyline. There you go. Yan. Okay, so far this is for our chamfer command. Okay, so let's proceed here muna sa trim natin. Okay, so our next command is trim. Okay, so I think most of you are familiar with this command. This is very famous, just like the other previous commands na diniscuss natin. Okay? But ito talaga parang isa to sa pinakagamit. Okay, so trims object to meet the edge or edges of other objects. Okay? So actually, trim is under commands that change endpoint position. Okay, binabago niya yung position or location ng endpoints natin. Okay, just like on this one. Then yung requirement, okay, nung trim command is actually dalawa lang. Okay, so kailangan niya lang ng cutting edge. Okay, yung boundary, yung magsaserve as boundary. Then yung mga objects na ititrim natin. Okay? So, yun. So, our command for trim is still the same. So, we have your TR for trim. So, it's very simple to transition from AutoCAD to BricsCAD talaga. Kasi halos lahat the same yung mga aliases. Okay, so hindi ka mahirapan. Okay, so by the way, so that is TR for trim. Okay, accept. Okay, then, basahin mo yung command line. So, it is asking, select cutting entities for trim. Okay, so I will going to select the cutting edge muna. Okay, so we're going to select the cutting edge, this one. Okay, yung vertical na object. Then I will going to accept. Okay, so ibig sabihin, nung pag-enter ko, tinatanggap ko na yan yung cutting edge ko. Tapos yung object na to is yung babawasan ko or yung ititrim ko. So I can click manually. Yan, there you go. I can click manually, one by one. Or I can simply do the crossing selections, okay, in order for me to trim this object. Okay, then after that, enter ko lang. So, tapos na yung pagtitrim natin. Okay? So, very simple. Okay? Okay, next guys. Okay, so we have here trim double cutting edge. Okay? Or edges, wala lang ng S. Okay? So, paano pag dalawa yung cutting edge mo? So, what will happen and how to execute, okay, trim command in double cutting edge. Okay? So, simply type TR for trim. Then, after that, you are going to select these two objects to identify or to give command to BricsCAD na yan yung cutting edge mo yung dalawa. Okay? So, kung yan yung cutting edge mo, in order for you to accept na yan yung cutting edge mo, simply press enter. Okay, then after that, okay, you will simply select this object to trim. Okay, so yan guys, so matitrim mo na siya. Okay, ngayon, kung babasahin mo yung command line, meron ditong sinasabi na select entity to trim or press mo daw yung shift tapos isa-select mo yung object na i-extend mo. So, i-press ko yung shift, tapos select ko yung object na i-extend. So, yung trim command is either you can trim an object or you can extend an object. Okay? It depends on the situation. So, yan. So, pag bibitawan ko yung shift, so, click ko to, matitrim siya ulit. Okay? Simple as that. Okay, accept. Okay. Then after that, guys, okay, so we have here, okay, so what will happen naman pag ganito yung situation? Yan o, kinakapos yung ating cutting edge. Yan. So ito, pag ititrim mo lang to diretso, guys, yan lang yung mababawas. Di ba? Yung dalawa lang. So what will happen? Okay? So, ano yung pwede mong gawin? Let's say, ito lang yung cutting edge mo. Pero gusto mo matrim kasama yung object sa baba. Okay? Gusto mo matrim yung object sa baba. So, ano yung mangyayari? Or ano yung gagawin mo? Okay, so on our trim command, guys, if you're going to type trim command, yes, if you're going to type trim command, then select this cutting edge. Okay, enter. Okay, so you have an option here. Okay, right below on your command line. So, edge mode. If I'm going to type E for edge, okay, so you have an option na E for extend or N for no extend. Currently, our setting is no extend. So if you were going to type letter E for extend, you are going to set the status of your trim command na mag-i-extend niya imaginarily yung kanyang cutting edge. Okay? Accept ko. So what do I mean by that? Okay. It's very simple, guys. Yung endpoint nito, ng cutting edge ko, okay, on my trim command, kung naka-activate yung extend doon sa edge mode, okay, ni trim command, ibig sabihin, yung cutting edge natin is imaginarily extended, infinite, dito sa baba at saka sa taas. Okay? Kaya pag ititrim ko to, pwede silang matrim. Nakuha? Okay. But, be careful in using that mode, guys, or option. Kasi, gaya ng sabi ko, this is infinite upward and downward. Yung extension nung cutting edge natin. So, ang mangyayari dito, kahit yung nasa taas, kasama. Okay? Kahit yung nasa taas, kasama dun sa pwede mong matrim. Yan, no? Kahit yung nasa taas. So, be careful. Okay? On setting that, mode. Pagkatapos mong gamitin yung extend edge mode, much better na ibalik mo siya sa no extend. Okay? So, that is letter E for edge mode. Then, no extend. Okay? Then, enter or escape to terminate. Then, last one. Okay? So, this is very common na ginagawa ng mga operator. So, tinatamad sila, tinatamad sila mag-set ng cutting edge. Yung ginagawa nila is tinitrim all na lang nila. So, lahat is considered as cutting edge. Lahat ng entity is considered as cutting edge. And as well as lahat ng entity is considered as cutting objects or objects to trim. Okay, so to do that, simply type TR for trim. Then after that, enter to select all. Okay, so enter mo lang. So ibig sabihin, lahat cutting edge, lahat object to trim. So I can click this one, I can trim that. I can trim this one, I can trim this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Nakuha? Pero, you can only trim objects na meron or napapagitnaan pa sila nung cutting edge. Pero pag ganito na, wala nang cutting edge yung object, nakalutang na siya. So, hindi mo na yun matitrim. So, yung chance mo na lang para matanggal yan is delete. Okay? So, yan. So, that's how to trim. Okay, so before we proceed, okay, on the second half of our editing, okay, so parang napakalayo pa natin. Okay, so don't worry guys, if we cannot finish all of this editing comments, but I think I'm confident that we can finish this. Okay? We can continue naman next time in case hindi matapos. Okay? Pero, so far, we are doing smooth, okay, in our discussion and this editing command. So, we will going to have half-time break muna. Okay, to, parang icebreaker lang ba? Okay, baka masyado na kayong na-board dyan. Okay, so we will going to have the second half of our discussion, okay, after our break. Okay, so for now, let me check back, okay, on the team on the CADinCloud. Okay, so nandito na si Sir Jan. Okay, Sir Jan, kamusta?
Good afternoon, Sir Brian. Ayan po, did you miss me?
Yes, sir. Mga sobrang isang buwan na rin.
Oo.
Okay.
Yan, para makapag-break muna si Sir Brian. So, thank you so much, Sir Brian. Thank you so much, Sir Brian, sa ating discussion. So, while we're having a break, basa muna tayo ng mga comments. Yan. Sabi ni Sir Armando Corpus, good afternoon po sa lahat. And may PDF file po ba na lahat ng command and tools ng BricsCAD pwedeng i-download from the internet for reference? So, we'll get back to you with this, no? Meron ba, Sir Brian? Meron ba tayong PDF files?
Yes, sir, we have.
Ayun.
Actually, most of the commands in BricsCAD is almost the same sa other CAD softwares. So, if ever na hindi mo mahanap yung compilation and commands on BricsCAD, so you can use the compilation of other CAD softwares because almost all of the commands is the same. So, yan.
Yeah.
But we can give.
So if ever, no, kung wala kayong makita, Sir Armando, we'll work on this, no, Sir Brian?
Yes, we can work on
Gawa
that.
Tayo ng parang, para sa future, meron tayong FAQ tsaka compilation ng mga commands natin.
Yung compilation, sir. So, dun sa mga loyal natin na mga taga-subaybay. So, we can create that for you.
Ayan. So habang nagpapahinga si Sir Brian, no, invite ko muna lahat na mag-join sa ating mga grupo. Ayan. Ayusin ko lang muna to. Ayan. Invite ko lang muna sila Sir Brian, no, mag-join sa ating grupo and mag-download ng ating mga programs. Okay. So, sharing lang muna ng ating sharing lang muna ng ating screen. Okay. Okay. Ayan. So, meron tayong link in which you can download BricsCAD for free. So, the ultimate is yours for 30 days free. Yan, meron tayong version 21, no? So, kakalabas lang po ng ating version 21. And if you want to try BricsCAD, you can download it here, dito po sa ating page. Just sign up to download. Okay? And here we have a group. It's BricsCAD Users Philippines in LinkedIn. Please do join. And ito po yung ating Facebook na page, Facebook na group. Ito po ang ating BricsCAD Users Philippines. So, BricsCAD Users Philippines and CADinCloud. Join our group and like our pages. So, every time we have lessons like this, we have webinars, we have trainings. Dito po kami nag-update. So, do follow. And meron tayong meron tayong parang gift sa mga tao na pwede mag-add ng mga members sa ating group. Page pala to. Anyway, we're giving away a free LinkedIn Learning subscription para po sa ating mga members na makakapag-add ng at least 40 new members sa ating group. So, mag-add lang po kayo ng mga friends nyo, especially those interested in design and in CAD. Yan po. And then you can receive a free LinkedIn Learning Premium subscription. For LinkedIn Learning Premium subscription, no, so marami po kayo matututunan dito. You can just type in the lessons and then makikita nyo na po doon. So lalabas po yan. Ako, myself as a vlogger, I've learned almost everything ng aking film production dito lang po sa LinkedIn Learning. From simple 1-minute lessons to complex lessons, matututunan po natin dito. So, ganun lang po, mamimigay po tayo nito if you can add at least 40 people in our group. And of course, you're watching right now dito po sa ating channel, CADinCloud. Do subscribe, click the bell for notification every time we have a new webinar or every time we have a new a series, a lesson, ipopost po namin to. Do click the bell para ma-inform po kayo na meron po tayong mga gantong webinar na padating. Okay? So, ayan, do we have questions? Can we get an attendance check? Just type in. Just raise your hand or type in hello para malaman po namin na nandito pa po kayo. All right. And I'd like to thank BricsCAD. Yan po. Thank you for the nice shirt. All right. If ready na po kayo, Sir Brian, are we good to go? Teka, check natin. Naka-mute po kayo, Sir Brian.
I'm sorry.
Ayan. Okay na po ba tayo?
Hello, mic test.
Ayan, okay na, sir. Okay na po yung inyong mic.
Okay. So we will continue our learning session in BricsCAD, guys. So for those still tuning in, so it's a very good opportunity na makuha nyo yung learning session natin yan. Because again, as sabi kanina, this is very important in learning much higher topics in BricsCAD. So wag nyong nang tawag dito
baliwalain or wag nyo skip
or take it for granted yung natin, yung discussion natin, because this essential is very important in the transition of AutoCAD to BricsCAD, and you're learning it for free. Okay, so let's proceed now on our discussion in editing tools. Okay, so I will going to continue. Okay, my discussion. Okay, so I think my screen is still sharing. So yan. So let me continue, guys. So nandito na tayo on our next editing command. Okay, dito sa BricsCAD. Okay, so we have extend. Okay, so just like in other CAD softwares, yung shortcut nito or alias nito is EX for extend. Okay, so um, kung nakuha nyo kanina kung paano gamitin or paano i-apply yung trim command, it's almost the same ng process. Okay, pero iba lang yung effect. Okay, yung trim kasi is puputulin niya. Okay, yung object. While on extend command, it will going to extend, okay, these objects to a certain boundary. Okay, kanina cutting edge, okay, cutting edges, ngayon is boundary. Okay, so let's proceed and let's apply, okay, this command. So we have here EX for extend. Okay, then after that, select boundary. Okay, so isa-select natin to, yung object na to. Then after that, accept to make it as our boundary. Then you can select object to extend. You can select manually pa isa-isa. This one. Okay, or you can crossing select yan to extend all of this object. Okay, accept. Okay, so that is our extend command. Okay, next dito tayo. So we have here, we have two boundaries here. So what will happen? Okay, on our extend command or paano natin to i-execute. Okay, so that is EX, okay, for our extend command. Okay, then select these boundaries. Okay, then after that, press enter. Okay, then select mo yung mga objects na i-extend mo. Okay, but if you will not going to terminate our command, okay, makikita mo sa baba, meron tayong option. Okay, select entity to extend or shift select to trim. Okay, so kabaliktaran nung option kanina sa trim. Kanina sa trim, shift select to extend. Dito naman shift select to trim. But this is under extend command. Okay, there you go. Pero kung BBT1 mo, yung BBT1 mo yung shift natin dito sa keyboard, then select mo yung object ulit. So it will going to extend, okay, our objects. Okay, so enter to accept. Okay, there you go. So that is for our extend command. It's very simple. Then meron din siya mga options na edge just like on your trim. So you can apply that on your own. Okay. Next, we have here the mirror command. Okay, so let's make it faster a little bit para maabutin natin yung exercise. Okay? So mirror is a duplication editing command. It simply duplicates the object. It creates a mirrored copy of selected objects. Then yung kailangan niya is yung object na ini-mirror mo. Tapos, kailangan niya ng mirror line. Okay? In specifying mirror line, so you will simply select 2 points or click 2 points. Okay? Okay, so our alias is MI for mirror. That is MI for mirror. Then, isa-select mo yung object. Isa-select mo to. Then after that, press enter. Okay, so start of mirror line. So click mo yung first point. Okay, then click mo yung second point. Okay, then after that, tinatanong ka ni BricsCAD. Okay, delete original entities or delete the source object. So, meron tayong option na yes, delete entities, then no, keep entities. So for now, naka-default tayo sa no keep entity. So this will happen. Enter. Okay. So we have here, okay, a duplicate object. So that is for our mirror. Next. Ito naman. Okay. So erase natin yung yung source object. Okay. So that is MI for mirror. Select this object. Okay, click for the first point. Click for the second point. Then after that, so we have here option na Y. And i-delete natin yung source object. So yung mangyayari, mamimirror yung object, pero yung kanyang pinanggalingan, okay, ng kanyang duplication is mawawala. Tagalog na yun. Okay, accept. Okay, there you go. So it will be mirrored, but the source object will be deleted. Okay? Next. Okay, so paano naman kung merong distance? Yan, i-mirror natin yung object. Pero meron tayong distance, okay, from the object to the mirror line. 5, for example. Yan, for example, yan, delete ko to. So, i-mirror ko to na yung first point of mirror line ko is nakadistansya ng 5 mm mula dun sa object ko. So, what I will going to do here is command MI for mirror. I will going to select this object, enter. Then, for the start point of mirror line, okay, the first point of mirror line, ang gagawin ko, gagamit ako ng snap. Shift right click. I have here okay, I will going to use extension. Yes, we have here extension. Okay, there we go. Then I will going to type while my extension is activated. So I'm going to type 5. Okay, so that is the first point. Then yung second point to click ko lang sa taas. Okay, accept. Okay, there you go. So I have here a mirror na merong distance or merong space sa gitna. Okay, so that is our mirror with distance. Okay, next. What if? Ano naman yung mangyari if I were going to mirror with text? Okay, just like this one. Okay, so let's say ganito. Okay, so if I'm going to mirror this object, okay, then I'm going to select this objects. Okay, then click for the first point and second point. Okay, enter. So if you notice guys, okay, so readable pa rin yung natin, yung word natin. So in applying mirror to objects with text, you need to set first yung tinatawag natin na mertext variable. Okay, so mertext variable. So I was going to check first the mertext variable. Then, so meron tayo ditong option na variable na 1 for on, then 0 for off. So what will happen if my mertext is set to 0 or naka-off? So accept ko. Actually, ito na yung ginawa ko kanina. Yan. So, nung na-mirror ko to, nag-click ako ng first point, nag-click ako ng second point, then in-accept ko siya. Okay? So, readable. So, that will happen. So, ano naman nangyayari? Okay, if I'm going to mirror the object, yan. If my mertext is set to 1, so I will going to type mertext. Okay, accept. Then I'm going to set this one to 1. Okay, then I'm going to command MI for mirror. So select this object to mirror. Select for the first point, then select for the second point, then enter to accept. So what will happen? If your mertext is set to 1 before you apply mirror, yung text mo, mababaliktad din. Yung text mo, mamimirror din, hindi siya readable. So again, if your vertex variable is set to 0, then you can dock or you apply mirror, this will happen. Readable pa rin siya. Then if your vertex is set to 1, then you are going to apply mirror. So this will happen, okay, on your text. Okay? There you go. Then let's proceed. Then, kung meron kang vertex for text, meron naman tayong merhatch variable for hatch. Okay? So, ano naman yung mangyayari? Yan, if you are going to mirror objects na merong hatch. So, delete ko lang to. Yan, so meron tayong hatch dito. So, check muna natin yung variable sa merhatch. Okay, so mirror hatch, accept. Okay, so I just encountered some error here on mirror hatch. Okay, so MI for mirror. Okay, so it seems that we have encountered some error here on the mirror hatch. Okay, we're going to figure out next time. So what happened on this situation? Okay, but okay, actually, mirror hatch and vertex is coordinated with each other. Okay, so yeah, so the point on this command is before you were going to apply a mirror to a certain object, which has text and hatch, you need to check first the variable, okay, before conducting or before applying the command. Okay, so that is for our mirror command. Okay. Okay, then let's proceed. Okay, in our next command. Okay, so we have here array. Yung array natin, okay, dito sa BricsCAD, it has three ng category or option. So namely, we have the polar. We have here the polar. Here. Okay, so we have here the polar. We have the rectangular, and we have here the path. Okay, this is for our array. So let's try first the polar. Sa polar, yung kailangan lang dito is yung object to be arrayed. Yan. Okay, then after that, okay, so, wait lang, excuse me. Okay, so we have here, the requirements for our polar array is simply the objects, okay, to be arrayed, then yung center point ng ating polar array, then the number of items. Okay? Okay, so by the way, guys, okay, so let's try to apply the polar array here, okay, on this object. Okay, so we have here AR for array. Then after that, select entities. Okay, then after that, we have here three options sa baba. We have R for rectangular, we have PA for path, we have PO for polar. So simply type PO for polar. Okay, then after that, simply specify, okay, the center point of our array. So click here at the center. There you go. Then, okay, here in our command line, we have options. Okay, meron tayong mga options dito. So we have Associative base point, items, angle, and so on. But let's go on the very basic lang muna. For the other options, we can tackle that other time. Okay, so next natin na isa-set dito is the number of items. Currently, we have 4, okay, for the number of items. So dito sa options or sub-options dito sa command line natin, if you observe, we have letter I for items. So kindly type letter I for items, accept. Okay, then we will going to set this one to 4. Okay, accept. And that will happen. Okay, then enter to accept. Okay, there you go. That is for our polar array. For now, yung basic lang muna na execution ng polar array. Next time na lang yung complicated na mga option. Okay, ng polar array natin. Okay? So that is for polar array. So kailangan niya lang is the items to be arrayed. Then yung center point, the number of items. Okay, then for now, given lang muna yung angle natin na 180 degrees. Okay, so we have a complex discussion for the array, but we can do that in the following discussion of BricsCAD. Okay, next we have here rectangular array. For rectangular array, guys, yung requirements lang natin dito is the number of columns, the number of items in columns, the number of rows. Okay, column offset distance. This is the space between, okay, the columns, and the row offset distance. This is the space between the rows. Okay, so let's proceed. So that is AR for array. Select this object. Then let's use R for rectangular. Okay, then let's adjust. Okay, based on our given dimensions or specifications here. So we have here number of columns, 4. On your command line, we have here option COL for columns. So you can type COL or col for columns, or simply click this option. Okay, then number of columns, we can set to 4. So type 4, accept. Okay, then enter the distance between the columns. So that is the column of the distance. Set natin siya sa 10. Accept. And after that, number of rows, we have here R for rows. So we have here 2. Okay, then enter distance between rows. Okay, so we can put -2. Okay, so accept. Sorry, it should not be negative. It should be -15. Okay. So we have here rows 2. It should be -15. For the reason na -15 yung nilalagay ko para bumaba. Okay? Bumaba yung objects natin. Okay? So yan na, accept ko. There you go. Kasi still this is this is using the coordinate system of BricsCAD. So it still recognizes the quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay? So for the reason na negative yung nilagay ko instead of +15, kasi if you were going to put +15 on the rows, it will going to put the objects upward. Okay, sa taas. Okay, accept ko. Okay, there you go. Okay, then after that, okay, so let's go for the last option. Okay, under the array command, we have here the array path. Okay, so what can we do here on the array path? Okay, so let's say we will going to array this object here, this line object here. Okay, across or along this polygon. Okay, you know. So we will going to array this object here across this polygon. Okay, so that is using array path. So delete ko lang to. Yan. So that is simply AR for array again. Then select this object. Okay, enter. Then we have here PA per path. Okay, so we have PA per path. So you can type PA or you can click the PA option. Then after that, you're going to select, okay, select the path curve or yung way or yung direction or yung daanan ng ating ng duplication or ng array natin. So, saselect natin yung polygon na to and there you go. So, we have here, okay, so your array path. So, you can also set the distance and so on. Okay? But for now, okay, so yun lang muna. Okay, so basic concept lang muna tayo or basic execution ng mga editing tools natin sa BricsCAD. Okay, accept. Okay, so there you go. So that is for our array. So we have polar, we have rectangular, then we have path array. Okay? So yan. Next, we have here, okay, for the rotate command. Okay, so rotation. So this is very simple guys. Okay, yung rotate command natin sa BricsCAD. You will simply need a base point and the angle, okay, of rotation. So yung angle of rotation natin for the rotate command, it will still be dependent to our discussion about the polar angles dun sa relative polar coordinate system natin last time. So yan, so you have here 45, 90, and so on, positive angle. Then you have here negative angle naman. So you can use that values, okay, in executing, okay, our rotate command. Okay, excuse me for a while. Okay, so proceed tayo. So, how we will going to rotate this object? Okay, so we have here the shortcut or the alias for our rotate command, guys. So that is RO. So simply type RO, accept. Okay, then sinasabi ng command line, okay, select entities to rotate. Okay, select mo yung object na i-rotate mo. So select mo to. Then after that, enter. Okay, then select rotation point or the base point. Or sa Tagalog pa, kung saan mo gusto umikot yung object. Okay? So let's say this is your rotation point or the base point. So click mo lang yan. Okay? So you can turn up the ortho and for us to see freely the object. There you go. Then after that, let's say let's use 45 degrees, okay, for the rotation. Accept. So yan. So ganun lang ka-simple, okay, yung paggamit ng rotate command, okay, in BricsCAD. Okay? So ulitin ko. So that is RO. Okay, RO. Select object, enter. Select for the rotation point. Then after that, 45 degrees, accept. So that's how to rotate, okay, objects, okay, here in BricsCAD. Okay, next, okay, for our last command or last editing tools for today's session, we have here the line. Okay, so actually yung editing tool na to guys is for me, gamit na gamit siya in actual projects. Marami siyang application. Yun nga, marami siyang mapaggamitan and it can be used for troubleshooting drawings. Okay, and when it comes to scaling errors, so ginagamit ko yung command na to for troubleshooting. Okay, so what is this command and anong ginagawa nito? So this is align. Okay, so it aligns object with other objects in 2D or 3D. So it is applicable. It's in either 2D or 3D elements. Okay? So yung requirements nito is you select, okay, you are going to select the objects na i-align mo or yung object na i-align mo. Then you are going to select the first source point, then yung destination, then second source, then second destination for 2D. Then for 3D, meron pa tayong third source and destination, and so on. So let's try muna, okay, kung paano ini-execute yung command na to, yung editing tool na to. So we're going to command AL for align. We're going to select the object to be aligned. Okay, enter. Then we're going to click the first source. Then after that, we're going to click the first destination. Then we're going to click the second source. Then click the second destination. Okay, enter ko. No need for third destination. This is just 2D. Then for now, just accept whatever settings na meron tayo dito. Accept. There you go. Okay, so that's how, okay, to execute the align command here in BricsCAD. It's very simple. Select the first point or first source, then first destination. Second source, second destination. Okay? Next, we have here a scale object based on alignment points. No, this is an option under align command. Okay, so we were going to execute this one. Okay, so the same command, so that is AL for align. Okay, then we were going to select this object. Okay, click for the first source, first destination. Okay, second source, second destination. Okay, accept. And we have here no. So we were going to accept lang muna. And okay, ito yung magiging result natin. Okay. Then for the last option under the align command, okay, so we have here, we were going to scale, okay, the object na i-align natin. Okay, so how to execute? So you were going to type AL for align again. Accept. Okay, so first source, first destination. Okay, second source, second destination. Okay, accept. And after that, we were going to type Y for yes. And there we go. Okay, so it will going to scale, okay, those objects na i-align mo into another object. Okay, if you are going to use that option, okay, under align command. Okay, so for now, we are just discussing the very basic editing tools here in BricsCAD. This is not complete. This is just the first part, okay, of our editing tools. And this is very important, guys, when it comes to studying the essentials or studying BricsCAD. Okay, because it will going to build up the essentials talaga, yung knowledge mo dun sa essentials ni BricsCAD, and it will going to guide you to more advanced learning or topics here in BricsCAD. Okay? So, wag nyo malitin to, yung discussion na to, because this is one of the foundation of your learning curve in BricsCAD. Okay? So, magsasample ako nung exercises after nito. Okay? But, let's go back muna, okay, dun sa CADinCloud team natin. Okay, for our question and answer portion muna. Okay, interaction dun sa mga viewers natin. Okay, so I'll be okay. Sir John, magkakaroon ba tayo ng question and answer portion?
Yes. So, yeah. Ayan. Nag-feedback yata ako. Okay na ba?
Yes, sir. Okay na, sir.
Ayan. So, if ever po, no, sa lahat po ng viewers natin watching on Facebook or YouTube, pwede po kayo mag-drop ng mga questions nyo for Sir Brian so we can answer it live. Okay, so habang hinahanda nila yung mga questions, no? promote muna natin yung ating mga pages. Kasi apart from our free webinars para po matuto kayo ng BricsCAD natin, is we also have support groups, we also have resources online. So first of all, if you're interested in BricsCAD, you can download it here. Ito po, sa ating link dito, you can download BricsCAD Ultimate for free for 30 days. You can try it out. So download lang po dito sa link. It's provided dito po sa ating caption sa Facebook and sa YouTube. And we also have BricsCAD Users Philippines, both in LinkedIn and on Facebook. So mga groups po natin to. You can participate in our groups. You can post there. You can ask questions so we can address it and we can answer it. Ayan po. And of course, do like our page. Ito po, CADinCloud. Our page is CADinCloud in Facebook and on YouTube. Ito po yung ating page. Yan po. CADinCloud, and we have a channel on YouTube. Kindly subscribe then. So we're giving away for our groups, LinkedIn group and in our Facebook group. Ito po ang BricsCAD Users Philippines and CADinCloud. We're giving away a free LinkedIn Learning subscription for 3 months if you can add up to at least 40 members in our group in 1 month. Okay, so LinkedIn Learning subscription, maganda po ito kasi marami po kayong pwedeng matutunan, not only BricsCAD, but also other stuff, especially technical stuff. Ayan, so I guess, Sir Brian, wala po tayong questions for today. I think we can proceed with our exercise. Okay?
Okay, so walang questions. So we will going to or I will going to give you a sample exercise where we can apply yung natutunan natin dun sa editing tools natin here in BricsCAD. Okay? So we have here 3 samples. Okay, so there you go. So this one, and this one. Okay, so I will give you, or I will going to show you how to create these objects. Okay, using the editing tools that currently we learned. Okay, on our learning session for today. Okay, so the first object is this one. Okay, so we have here a square which has a dimension of 50 by 50 and these dimensions. So how can we create this object? Okay, so yan. So using BricsCAD, okay, so I'm going to open a new drawing here. Okay, I will going to create a rectangle, okay, with a dimension of first corner point is 0, 0. Then, okay, the second corner point is 50 by 50. Okay, then I will going to copy, okay, this object here. Okay, so this is, let's say, 60 and 120. Okay, so I have here 3 rectangles or 3 squares. I will going to okay, so I will going to create those exercises. Okay, so first that we were going to do here on the first sample is we were going to create, or we were going to offset this object here, or let's create a line here then offset by 5. Okay, so I was going to create a line here. Okay, then offset by 5. Okay, then I was going to use multiple option. Okay, yan. Using what we have learned, okay, on our discussion for today. And after that, I was going to use rotate. Okay, then although I did not discuss this option under rotate, so I was going to show it here, okay, for you. So we're going to click at the midpoint here. Okay, then under the rotate command, we have here the C for copy option. Then, simply type 90 for 90 degrees rotation. Okay? Then, we have this output. Okay? Just like this one. Then, we will going to create a circle. Okay? Right? So, we will going to create a circle with a radius of 5. Okay? So, circle here with a radius of 5. Okay? Or, let me type 5. Okay. Then I was going to offset that by interval of 5 also. So I was going to offset by 5. Okay, so there you go. You can use multiple. Okay, there you go, guys. Then, okay, then after that, we were going to clean this up. Mhm. Okay, so na-trim na natin siya. Okay, then we were going to create a polygon here or simply polyline. Okay, so we can do a polyline. Okay, then after that, simply trim this one. Okay, there you go. We created the first object. Okay, next, the second object. Okay, how we were going to create this the second object? It's very simple also. Simply create a line here. Okay, then for now, we have a given distance of 5 here. This is not your offset distance here. This is not your offset distance. Ay, sorry. Hmm. Okay. Sorry guys, nalimutan ko yung share screen. Okay, I was going to repeat, no? Okay, I was going to repeat. Okay, so nakita niyo na yung screen ko. Okay, I was going to create, okay, this three exercise again. Okay, I was going to create this three exercise again, guys. Okay, this one, okay, and this one. Okay, using the editing tools. Okay, the first object. Okay, how I was going to create this. Okay. So, I hope nakikita na. Okay, so first, I was going to create a line here. And then I'm going to offset by 5. Okay, I'm going to, there you go, multiple offset. Then I was going to rotate. Okay, I was going to rotate. Okay, then this option and the rotate command is not discussed a while ago, but we're going to discuss it here. So you have the option C for copy. Again. Okay, then for the rotation angles 90. Okay, accept. Okay, there you go. Then at the center, we're going to create a circle. Okay, so this is 5. Okay, for the radius. Then we're going to offset this by 5 also. This multiple. Okay, then we're going to trim. Okay, we're going to trim the inside. Okay, there you go. Then we're going to simply create a polyline here. Okay, create a polyline here. There you go. Yan, and trim. Okay, so that's how you create the first object. Okay, the first exercise. And remember, ginamit natin kung ano yung dinascuss natin kanina. Kung nakinig ka. Okay. Next one. Okay. So this one. So we're going to create a line here. Then I will going to copy this by 5. Okay, to the right side. And this is 5. Okay. So, and because 5 is not the offset distance. Remember, 5 is not the offset distance. Okay? So, ngayon, meron ako existing object which is 5 copied here 5. So, I can offset this, offset. Then, hindi given yung offset distance. Ang gagawin ko is, I will going to click for the point here. Yan. Para makakuha ng offset distance, mag-click ako ng first point dyan. Then, perpendicular. Click here. Okay. This is O for offset. Perpendicular. I will going to click here. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, nakuha ko na yung offset distance by clicking 2 points. Okay, saka ako mag-offset. Yan, multiple. Then, offset ko din to. And then we're going to trim. And unfortunately, we don't have an X trim here. So, you need to manually trim this object. Okay. There you go. Then after that, you have here a circle with a radius of 20. So you are going to create a circle with a radius of 20. And after that, I will going to trim, okay, the inside. Okay. Then, I will going to put the polygon. So POL for polygon. The number of side is 5. Then I was going to click for the center. Okay. Then, select midpoint or offside or. So I'm going to put here. Sorry, it should be 10. Okay, so 5 for the number. Click here, then should be 10. Ano? Okay, so I'm just encountering an error here. Should be fine. Okay, there you go. Okay, then I'll just offset this one into 5. Offset by 5. Multiple. Okay, then after that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll just create array here. Okay, here. Okay, there you go. Or I can simply put a line. There are so many methods on how to create this object. It still depends on you and how you were going to approach, okay, on how to create this exercise or this object. Okay? And the last one, okay, so this one, okay, yung ating um, parang compass na object, okay, how can we create this one? Okay, so let's see, okay, and how can we create this? Okay, first, you need to create a circle with a radius of 20 offset by 3. So you need to create a circle of 30. Oh, sorry, it should be 20. Okay, circle with a radius of 20. Okay, offset by 3 inside. There you go. Then you need to create a polygon, which has 4. That's right. That is 4 sides. So this is polygon, 4 sides here. Let's try the side. Okay, so 10. There you go. So this is 20. Just like this one. Okay, 20. Okay, then after that, okay, 10. So you're going to offset this by 5 here. Okay, so this is 10. Okay, then after that, what we're going to do here is simply create a line. Okay, geometric center, just like this one. Okay, going to this. There you go. And just like this one. Okay. Then, okay, so this line here is connected to this point here. So what you are going to do here is create a line again, going to this point. Okay. And this line here is actually connected here. So we can extend the line. Okay, so they're connected here. Okay, then I can mirror, okay, this object here. And then there you go. This one also I can mirror this object here. So I will simply trim, okay, this object. And so we're going to trim this object. Then this one should be deleted. This one should be deleted. Okay, there you go. Okay, then I was going to hatch. Okay, so we're going to hatch this. Uh, and this one. Okay, there you go. Actually, I need to delete this one first. Okay. Okay, there you go. Then after that, okay, it's actually done. What do we need to do here is AR for array. Select this object. Okay, then after that, polar. So this is PO for polar. Click this one. Okay, so I for items. So we have 4. Okay, there you go. Okay, then we will simply trim the other objects na lang. And okay, so we're going to hatch the remaining. There you go. Okay, there you go. So that's how you create this exercise. Then, so basically, guys, we created this exercise, analyzing the dimension, analyzing the object. Okay, and through the use of our basic editing tools, di ba? So, imagine nyo, magbi-BricsCAD ka tapos hindi mo alam yung mga basic editing tools natin. So, hindi mo talaga magagawa yung project mo. Di ba? So, this editing tools, editing commands is very important, essentials to what we are doing in our projects, and these are essentials going to more advanced discussion in BricsCAD. Okay? So, gaya na sabi ko, huwag niyong maliitin yung mga ganitong discussion. Bigyan nyo ng pansin. Give time because it will going to build your basic. Okay? Then remember, mastering the basic in BricsCAD or any CAD softwares, okay, will lead you to totally mastering that that software, or um, yun, yung BricsCAD or any CAD softwares. Okay? So yan. So this is just the first part of our editing tools or editing commands. So we have much we have so much more to learn na mga commands pa. Okay? So yan. But yun nga. So as long as you know how to use those commands in BricsCAD, so whatever or how kahit gaano pa complex yung gagawin mong project or gagawin mong mga object in BricsCAD, so you can do that, you can create that, you can find a way uh, to finish your project, to finish your exercises, to finish your assignments if you are still in school. So yan. And remember, in creating exercises just like this, memorization is not the key. Okay? Hindi natin minememorize kung paano natin gawin to. Yung ginagawa natin dito, guys, is iniintindi natin yung mga commands na gagamitin, di ba? Dun sa project natin. Okay? We understand the object that we need to create. We analyze the dimension. Then, we conclude what commands we were going to use, okay, for that object or for that exercise. Di ba? So, by doing that, hindi ka mararatel If you are, let's say, kung nasa exam ka pa, like nag-exam ka sa AutoCAD tapos practical, so hindi ka mararatel kasi hindi mo memorize yung paggawa ng exercise or ng objects nito, kundi inintindi mo kung paano gawin. Okay? And by doing that, so um, kailangan mo yung mga editing tools natin. Okay? You need to understand to properly use, okay, our editing tools. Okay? So, so far, that's all for our discussion for our free learning session for BricsCAD. And masusundan pa yan kung susubaybay ka lang, okay, in our learning series. You can learn BricsCAD together with other CAD softwares for free. Okay? So, yan. So for now, so hanggang dito lang muna tayo ngayon. If you have questions, so feel free to ask your question. Feel free to interact with us. Okay? So yan. So let's go back, okay, to our CADinCloud team. So kung ano yung um, okay. So yan. So guys, that's all for now for my discussion. So do you have any questions dun sa mga nakasubaybay pa, okay, on this stream? Okay? So next time, you can try to share, okay, this live in order for others na maka-benefit, lalo na yung mga walang, ano yung tawag dito, yung mga walang pera pang enroll sa mga training centers ba, it's your chance to learn BricsCAD for free. Okay? So yan, so ano na grab niyo yung chance na to na you can learn the software for free here in our live. Okay? Sige, sir.
Yes, Sir Brian.
Let's go back to Sir Jan. Okay?
Yan, yung mga modifying commands natin, napakahalaga. I was listening and I was thinking na pag alam mo to, no, you can save time kasi instead na i-memorize mo, parang alam mo na kung paano diskartehan pagka binigyan ka ng project.
Yan yung sinasabi ko palagi sa mga estudyante, sir. Yung reason bakit na-fail niyo yung mga exercises niyo sa school, sa AutoCAD, kasi yung ginagawa niyo, pinapractice yung paano gawin yung object. Tapos, minemorize nyo kung, yung flow, kung paano nyo gagawin yung object. Ngayon, pag nag-rattle ka, na wala yung isang flow doon, hindi ka na makakabalik doon sa ginagawa mo. So, that's the reason na mape-fail mo yung practical exam mo. Compared to na naintindihan mo kung paano gamitin yung modifying commands natin, yung editing tools natin, alam mo kung paano i-execute yan sa isang object. Kahit hindi ka pa nag-practice, pag nakita mo yung object na ganito pala, ito yung mga dimension, ito yung kailangan kong commands na gagamitin. So, kahit hindi ka pa nag-practice, matatapos mo yung exercise na yun na mas mabilis pa dun sa method na minemorize mo lang. So, yung key lang talaga dun is don't memorize. In learning CAD softwares, don't memorize. Try to understand what you are using, what you are creating, and by that way of using CAD softwares, so magagawa mo kahit ano pa ipagawa sa'yo. So yun lang, sir. Okay?
Correct yun. Tama. Diskarte lang. Kasi pagka memorize mo, may binagong isa, wala na. Tapos na.
Then, importante yung yung mga ganitong topic. Although honestly it's quite boring pakinggan if you are listening online. So it's parang nakakaantok. Pero guys, these discussions, these modifying tools is essentials to what you are trying to achieve. So kung gusto mo maka-learn ng 3D modeling sa BricsCAD, gusto mo maka-learn ng BIM sa BricsCAD, so dapat pagdaanan mo to. So walang shortcut in terms of learning CAD softwares. Kailan mo munang dumaan sa 2D, kailan mo munang dumaan sa mga modifying tools na to, editing tools na to para ma-master mo yung software. Kaya guys, grab the chance. This is a free learning session.
Yan. So for our next session, no, we'll update again dito sa CADinCloud natin and sa BricsCAD Users Philippines. So, next time, share natin yung ating free lessons. Kasi tama, Sir Brian, lessons outside, it costs not only tuition fee, yung pamasahe pa. Ito po, libre, YouTube lang, Facebook lang.
Yes. So you can
Okay.
review our learning session on YouTube, guys, on CADinCloud YouTube. So pwede mong balikan yung mga previous sessions natin in case na hindi kayo nakaabot ng complete discussion. Okay?
Yep. All right. So, if ever po na wala tayong mga questions for tonight, no, we'll end this session now. If ever may na-miss out po kaming questions, pwede nyo pong itanong yan sa ating groups na BricsCAD Users Philippines tsaka CADinCloud. Okay? Sir Brian, maraming salamat po para sa time. Tsaka sa bagong lesson.
Thank you din, Sir John.
All right. So, thank you very much. Do connect with us kay Sir Brian Tirambulo and me, John Paul Titik, on LinkedIn para po we can connect and we can discuss more about BricsCAD. If you would need help, nandito po kami to support you. Okay?
If you need help to transition from other CAD softwares to BricsCAD, so the team is here for you.
All right. So, yun lang naman po. Sir Brian, maraming salamat. For all our viewers, maraming salamat. And we'll end this with a word from BricsCAD.
BricsCAD is computer-aided design software for people who build things. It's the best choice for drafters, designers, architects, and engineers. It's highly compatible with everything you already know. It's based on industry standard DWG for both 2D drafting and 3D modeling. BricsCAD leverages the power of artificial intelligence to help you work faster and more accurately. Hundreds of third-party applications run on BricsCAD to power your workflows. BricsCAD is a design platform that runs as one product, end-to-end. BricsCAD BIM is a unique CAD-accurate building information modeling system that keeps design first. BricsCAD Mechanical brings a familiar workflow to mechanical assembly design, and it works with BricsCAD BIM to enable the design and documentation of manufactured building products. No other CAD vendor can deliver on this promise. BricsCAD is cost-effective. A BricsCAD perpetual license is half the price of a yearly subscription to that other CAD program. Try BricsCAD today